welcome to day 7 of this 6-month life chronicle. I'm David Boucher, and as I told you on day 6 yesterday, I don't take breaks, certainly not at this point in my life when I'm trying to make things happen. So here I am on a Sunday. I hope you're having a great one, by the way. So before we start, I want to remind everyone, or sort of ask you how you're doing on your baby steps. Just a gentle nudge. If you haven't started, go for it, and if you have, fantastic, keep going. So I actually had an idea for a video today where I was just gonna, kind of take stock of what I'd done up until now, and it's a little weird the way vacation works this year because people really go back. So my wife, for example, is a teacher, and she goes back tomorrow, so second week of January. So it's quite late, and I was gonna do just a quick recap of, what I've done so far and what I'm looking forward to doing. But something happened today which kind of prompted something else. So I was giving a tutoring lesson today, and I have no car, so that's probably a story for another time. But I was driving it less and less. I was getting old, and the repairs were getting more and more expensive. And so I never really replaced it, which is good because now I stay in, and it would just be another payment. But anyways, I got a ride to the tutoring appointment for my wife, and I took a Lyft back, right? And so it turned out that the driver was, I try and talk to everyone. Anytime I get a Lyft or anything like that, I try and talk to them. So the driver's story was that, he's from Venezuela, and I said, oh, that's good. You definitely get people who have just moved to the city, since it's a great way to make some quick money and meet people. Then he said, okay, I'm from out of town, I'm from Venezuela. And he said he just completed a course in ultrasound technology. And so I said, okay, well, that's, cool, good for him. He's learning English, he's trying something new, he's hustling, fantastic. Well, it comes out that he's also a physician, and not only is he a fully licensed OBGYN in Venezuela, he'd also done a fellowship on top of that. So extremely educated person who had to flee his country, since if you follow the news, things aren't going very well down there. Had to flee his country, and now he's starting over. And he's just looking for a foot in the door, right? He said it himself. I don't have a network, and it's very hard to get these opportunities, even for a licensed physician, to get an ultrasound opportunity. Well, it turns out that my sister-in-law, so my brother's wife, is in fact an OBGYN. And so I said, look, I can't guarantee you anything. I can't guarantee that she'll meet with you or that she can help with you, but she is the type of person you need to talk to, and you have a story that compels me to want to help you, and so I can't see how she wouldn't want to either. So go ahead and give me your mail address, and I'll help you out. And so I'm going to do that, and I have no idea where it's going to lead. But my message to you all is that I believe very strongly in the karma bank. So, just in general, if you do good things for people, hopefully the universe kind of shuffles its cards and good things come back to you. But I know that in the specific situation that I'm in now, which is, look, I'm trying to freelance. My work is one thing, obviously, but I left my network at the job. I'm totally by myself, and so any break I get is going to come from people believing in me and giving me a chance. And if I expect that from someone, then the least I can do is pay it forward in some way, or pay it back. Maybe not to them directly, but by helping out other people who themselves are also hustling, and frankly harder than I am. I didn't have to leave my country suddenly, and I'm not having to start completely over. So he's hustling hard. And so the least I can do is, to the extent that I can, help out someone like that. So, this went from a very kind of, I want to say, generic video of, hey, here's what I'm doing, here's how it's going, to just asking everyone else, hey, if someone has a story like that, or, just needs help, or is asking a resume to be forwarded, or wants you to look over the resume, or just anything small, do it, because it's it could be good practice for you. Like the resume in particular, it's never bad to look at other people's resumes, but even if there's nothing in it for you, it's just passing an email address onto someone else who you think can help, do it, because you never know how it's going to come back to you, and it may even come back to you even in multiples of what you gave. So I think for me this is a good wake-up call. I'm struggling, I do have my own worries, but it puts my problems into perspective, but also gives me a chance to hopefully set myself up to get my own breaks by doing some good for someone who probably needs the break more than I do at this point. So that's my message for today. Hopefully everyone already watching this, does that, and I'm kind of preaching to the choir. But Before we leave, again, I want to encourage you, keep at it with those baby steps. I'd love to hear, what you're getting accomplished in the comments section. So let me know, what you're undertaking and how it's going. Please do like and share this if you find it interesting and if you think other people would benefit. And good luck with your baby step for tomorrow. And I'll check in with you guys tomorrow on Monday. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of the weekend.